From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now Austin Eckler on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here you go, man. Two times. Even. 4 down.
First carry for Melvin Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here you go, man.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Load it! Load it! Hey. 80 hot! Left!
Who's on 85? Come on, baby.
Let's beat hot!
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
Or you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Set.
Now Gordon on first down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's run, fellas. It's run.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Cluster right.
We got 4.
Here. And room there to work it inside the 25.
Crash.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Load it. Load it.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Beat hot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
12, 12, 12. Hey! 0. Get hot!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you know, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for him, don't you think? Right? You go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look, it's not going to silence this crowd, but might take a little bit of steam out of them right off the top.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
4 down, 4 down. Alert.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Check.
Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LaShawn McCoy. Good move at the 30. And now running right through him. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season, and the Eagles, they won a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
No, check that. We're going to Mike 52 right here.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
No gain on this.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They start the game with a run by Gordon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
12, 12, 12. Wait! Hey, left. One out a little bit.
Go.
Inside!
Rivers now on 2nd down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Load it! Get hot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
You should move to the closest evacuation route in a calm and orderly fashion. Thank you.
Tight end right.
Set. 380. Get hot.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Flushed out right.
Blitz.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey. We got 3 minutes.
Rivers going to try and get this to his running back, Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
You're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Play action now. Rivers. This is caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
3 down. Hot.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers, and that is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And his kick here is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like it's slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Allen now looks to throw. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Your trip is here.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Check the outs out there.
Leopard!
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Detroit!
4.
To throw, it's Allen. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Allen throwing again. is incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. And that takes us from second to third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. That's going to help him in contract time. Offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
Hey, left.
We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
Q.
Second down, Rivers. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. Guys get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out of the field now.
Here we go.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to it after the pick six. Rivers, throw left side, complete. It's Henry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
Here you go, man.
you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good other scheme going.
Now Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Even. 4 down.
12. Set 180. And hot.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Here's Murphy. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back to Buffalo after this. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
3 down.
Leopard.
Check 9.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
He's checking. Crash. 57's the mic.
Detroit!
Hot! Check. Fresno. Motion.
Allen now on first down. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now Allen looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
Here we go.
57.
Gun!
From the gun, it's Allen. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Green 39! Detroit!
I got him.
And again, it's Allen. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Darr now, as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10.
12. Wait! Room!
He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
0. Keep it skinny. Yeah, Rocket.
Now a second down throw for Rivers, eluding the pressure right. Man open left side, it's Williams. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Hey!
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Buffalo wall.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes you have a game where neither side has scored. 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, check Mike 57.
Now the first carry for the former Jaguar. This is Chris Ivory. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen gonna throw. It's caught. Jones. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Nice hit, boy.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Leopard! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
What we got? What we got?
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Man open right side, it's the tight end play. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 53 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
3 down, 3 down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On the ground, Ivory. Power on power, but he's not going to get in.
All right, now, lucky
Gain, and
56.
it's going to be
Lucky
2nd and
56.
goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating where we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, to get you off to a quick start.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On play action, Rivers. Pass incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
0. Set. 380.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Gun! 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 Gun!
57.
Gun! 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 Gun!
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right. They've got his man complete. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. And now the Redskins, they've opened up a 2-touchdown lead there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The rookie Allen sharp on this drive as he leads his guys up 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Ivory. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Detroit! Detroit!
We got 4.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter.
Tight end left. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
57's Mike.
Now Allen throwing on 3rd and long. Hard throw, incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
This one away by the punter, Dar. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Profanity in any form will not be tolerated.
Tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Four down, four down.
Hey!
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. He's got room to run past the 20. And a cut to the sideline. There goes Melvin Gordon. And down right around the 37. A big play there by Gordon. 55 yards. We talked early on about this defense needing to hold him under 100 yards. He's had a few good runs, but he is under 100, and maybe not coincidentally, they're trailing here in the fourth.
Well, sometimes the best plans actually do get executed, and so far they're in their game.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Red! Alpha!
First down, Rivers. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
Red!
Four down, check, four down. Like 5.
From the gun, Rivers.
Let's go.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. So erase the flag. They decline it.
Did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. On the return, here's Marcus Murphy. Able to avoid him. Up a terrific return, but markers are down. And this is going to come all the way back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Give it up to Ivory. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, my theme of that used to say, don't go precision when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Bills on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
52, my 52. I got you.
Gun! Detroit!
Throwing now is Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hut. 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 Hut.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Matt Darr now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Detroit!
Hey, 4 down.
Gun!
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Clay. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now,
Watch him now, Barney,
perfect since the second half started.
Blue
7-7. It's 1st and 10. This goes to McCoy. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
56. Gun!
Here we go.
Gun!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Gun!
We got 4.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
See me out here?
Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of prepreration, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets. Oftentimes, your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. He's going to get it running right. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think the second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And they're not going to get the kick off in time. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
A 4th quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers coming away victorious there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year.
19's me.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Now, they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Gun!
Back to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for our visitors, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.